Well, it started off, it was a Tuesday afternoon. This was my junior year in high school. And this is when I first got my driver's license. So I was dumb as shit, reckless, just didn't care about anything because I had a driver's license in a car. And it was like an afternoon. I was hanging out with some friends. We had nothing better to do. And there's a big sinkhole lake right down near our house where if you take some back roads trails and stuff, you can get down there. And it's all like private property, nobody's allowed on there. And so we went down there, and I was with a friend. He had a real big truck, and I drove my Explorer down there with him. And we were just driving around there doing stupid donuts and just being reckless. And there was this part right next to the sinkhole. Well, granted, the sinkhole goes down about 80 feet or so. And there's a part where it kind of goes right along the edge of it where it's not quite deep enough to like sink a car, but if you had a small car, you could get down there and stuck and flood the car out. And so anyways, my buddy in his truck just went right through it like nothing. And he was trying to convince me to go through in my Explorer just because, if he could do it in his truck, I could do it in my car. And for about an hour, I was able to, tell him no and everything, coming up with every excuse in the book. My parents are going to see all the mud on the car. They're going to take away my driving capabilities, or not going to let me go out and do anything except go to school. And so eventually they had an answer for every excuse I had about if I got stuck, what would happen and all this. So they got the better of me. And so I got in my car, whipped it around right on the edge of where the water started, and just put it into like third gear or something and just went for it. And I started going. I got down. There was water. I could see it creeping up my door, getting close to where my windows were, and I'm starting to panic because I'm moving real slowly through this stuff. And I start pushing it, trying to go pedal to the metal because there's no way I'm going to get stuck in there and flood out my car and get in super trouble. And so I start pushing it, and all of a sudden it starts creeping forward. And a few of my friends, they were like on the outside just looking in. They immediately jump into the water when they can and start pushing the back of my car. And I don't know if it was them or if just sheer luck that all of a sudden the tires caught some traction and started going up. And of course then it hits the mud part and just starts shooting mud and water and just hits them directly in the face, and they get all disgustingly nasty. So now my car is just disgusting. There's no way I can go home and rinse it off with a hose without my parents coming out, and what the hell. So they all pitched in and bought me a car wash at one of the gas stations around town, and that was just one of the many stupid things I did when I started driving. It's a miracle I'm still here today. It's a miracle my driving record is still clean.